And boom, here we are, doing some, recording and premiering and stuff. Let's see. Let's get this snuggled in here close. Get it dropped down. We're starting on Mrs. TC today. Mrs. TC. Let's get some blower going. Here we go. We got a 0.56. Now, interesting thing on this one is we are going to be doing, let me go make sure. Let's see. Dragon Seasons of Summer baseball bat. We're going to do a baseball bat on this one here. This will be cool. Never did a baseball bat on a dragon. That might look pretty wicked. Pretty wicked. Might start a new trend. This design's been sort of, rounded pointy for ever. I think we started making these in the Spangler event. Hopefully we can make it in the shop today. It's going to be 106 outside. We got the AC blowing in. All right, we should be down around where we need to be. Probably a little fat. Perfect. On the money. How do we do that? My goodness, my goodness. Yeah, let's get a baseball going here. Let's get rid of all this fuzzy stuff. Looks pretty different, doesn't it? Miss Tracy would love all of the dragons. All right, looks like we're almost where we need to be. Might be a hair chubby. 0.58, getting pretty close. That is not wood. That's resin. Oops, wrong one. Let's get this one right here. some middle action going here. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty good. I like it. All right, no Fordite today for Miss TC. Not that she doesn't like it, she just found some other ones she did like more. Okay, blower off. Let's get the diaper in place. I was already using the diaper this morning, a little damp. Had to do 2 repairs, and I actually, you know, my idea yesterday for that ice dragon, I actually cast 2 different kinds. I did one with the icicle with no blue in it, and then I did one with light blue, make it look like blue ice. I'll have to see how they come out in a few hours. Might see them later on today. I might even cook those and see what they look like, because I think that's going to be cool. So I can't cook them yet. I got to fill them again, but I'm going to fill them with absolutely solid clear, because I want it to look like ice dragon in the middle. If you ever play video games or do mythology and stuff like that, there's an animal called the wyvern, W-Y-V-E-R-N. Look it up, pretty cool. It definitely is a flying dragon, and it appears in a lot of video games. I'm not sure what the attraction is for that, but I mean, it's a cool thing, but I'm not sure why it appears in so many video games. You know, Care, this baseball bat end dragon thing actually looks pretty cool. It's not bad. I mean, I love the baseball bat, and so does Lee and Tammy and Cindy, and many of them, people just swear by it. It's a good design, especially if you're a hard presser, or even if you're not a hard presser, if you're just going to be there for hours diamond painting, it just relieves the forearm and the fingers from having to press into it, because it gives you something to press against. It's not the most perfect design in the world, but we're getting there. Pretty decent. I mean, I think I stole it and adapted it from many other pens that I saw, and then I figured out why, and then there's a real use for it, a real reason to have it. We're going to do 5 this morning on this particular one, and then we will take a little break, and then we'll come back and do 5 more. And then Mrs. Tracy Cook will be cooked right up. She'll be ready to go. I do love doing these dragon pens. They're simple, they're sleek, they're curvy, sexy, all that good kind of stuff. It's just a cool looking pen. And it's got a dragon in it. Who can't go wrong with dragons, right? Puff the Magic Dragon. We all started in childhood, right? This is just like Puff. Yeah, I gotta talk to my mold maker, get a snake going. He may even have one I never saw. Who knows? All right, that feels very nice. I got new rags arriving this afternoon, but from the Amazon truck, sort of like the ice cream truck. Hello, Kevin. What you up to? Oh, okay. And the cool thing about these particular things is there's no 3D printing involved. It's all resin. It's the dragon is resin, the scales are resin, and the field is resin. Field being the blue part of this one. Okay, we're gonna take this off. Oh, it looks beautiful. Absolutely. Look at that. Oh no, I got a little masking right there. I should have checked that before I stopped. Dang it. Such a lack of quality control around here. Okay, so it's right there by the bottom of the dragon. That is a little fat there. Just got to take it off. It's the over pour that happens when you pour it in the mold. All right, that should have gotten rid of it. And that's gone there. Oh, tiny bit more right there. Sanding may actually take that off, but I want to make sure it's off before I start sanding. All right, that should get it. It doesn't take much. Yep, what little bit is remaining right around that dragon will be taken off by the sanding. All right, here we go. Back on. Oops, need my diaper. I'm gonna get my bed all wet there. Don't want to wet the bed. That's the most important part of this lathe is that nice stainless steel bed. Nice and smooth and clean. Right, let's do an inspection, see how we're doing. Looks beautiful there. Beautiful there. Spin around here, dry it out. Looks good. All right, next paper up. Whew, that feels so smooth after a while. My goodness. Silky smooth. All right, all blended in. Looks beautiful. Now we'll polish it up again. Alrighty, let's see it now. Get all the junk off it. Looks fabulous. Oh yeah. Dragons look great. Beautiful. I will take the bushings out, chamfer the holes. We'll buff them all up at the end. That way I don't screw up the camera. Done that a couple times. Hopefully my audio is really working. All right, let's do this one next. Glittery bomb, glittery bomb. Lots of glitter. Okay, I'm gonna go check my audio just to make sure. Testing, testing. Oh, I see the little meter going up and down. That's a good sign. Gonna be like 102 today here in Oklahoma. Whew, that's toasty. I don't care where you are. Even Phoenix, that's toasty. Although the humidity is pretty low, pretty nice. Okay, let me go see what we're supposed to do with this one here. Okay, we got the, let's see, cream with star moon. Let's see, retreat, desert sunset, pretty in pink, neon swirls, amber gold black, red gold blue, emerald city glitter. Artist choice baseball bat, not thin holding plates. Oh yeah, she likes the bigger plate. Got to remember that. She likes the larger plate on the end. Okay, so let's, let me get the blower on. Let's practice that. I forgot about that for Miss Tracy. She likes a very large plate on the end for the baseball bat. I'm going to have to write that at the top of every one of hers just to make sure I give her a big enough pushing place. So I'm barely going to trim that down at all. I'm going to leave it as large as I possibly can. We did that on the Dragon, came out nice. That was by accident. I didn't have it in the front of my brain, but I do now. Let's check that finger grip right there. At least with her finger grip, she gets some movement. Good. 0.60, almost there. All right, that should be where she needs to be. 0.58. We're getting down there. Off. We're just going to get just enough to round it and leave the rest of it there. All right, I feel it. It feels nice and round. We'll leave that nice big foot on there, if you will. But to say that 10 times out loud. Large plate, large plate. All right, that feels good. Just going to round that over a little bit without taking any diameter off. All right. Let me get rid of that tape from the label. There we go, that's gone. All right, that's feeling good. Let's get the other end here. Large plate. Large plate. Like slicing two potato chips, this big thick glitter. Feels weird, but finishes nice. All right, we're getting down to where we need to be. We're probably still a little fat. That's okay. Yep, 0.6 can always take more off. 0.58. It's just like the other end, little bits at a time. And again, that's the thinnest part, so you're never really grabbing there like I mentioned yesterday. It's just a starting point. All right, let's get us a little rounding here. All right, nice and round. Let me get in here and trim it off and make a nice plate out of it. All right, let's get the end cleaned up. I think our diameter is good. Let's check that real quick. Bottom diameter on the money. Now let's see. I'm gonna tweak in this. I want to get it looking like this one down there, and that just requires a little trimming there and removing the thickness of that baseball bat end. And I do this very gently. That's looking good. I'm gonna round that up, make it look pretty. Beautiful. All right, nice fat plate on either one of those. Now, let me show you something here. Right now, from that very smallest point, I'm coming pretty much straight off. You can see the profile there. What I want to do is do a nice little sexy curve in there. And I never really touch the bottom part anymore. I just sort of take away a little bit right here. Very gently, because this helps me finish it at the same time. You can hear the potato chips crunching in there. And it's super slight, but it really makes the fingers fit in there nice. There we go, see that? Just a little bit of a tiny arch there for the fingers to fit into. Now we'll go do the same thing over here. Usually do this without even saying anything. It's just it makes sense to my brain, and it looks nice and, you know, curvy. It doesn't look so flat. Oh, that's a nice curve. Both sides got a nice little scoop down into there. Let's see, what are we going to do? Let's see, she says, I think this is Artist Choice. Yes, Emerald City Glitter, Artist Choice, baseball bat. Okay, we got everything done. We got 5 1/4, 0.56, and nice big fat plates on the end for her fingers to go against. And now, this might be a really good candidate for the mustache. Remember that every one of these little glitter things is a weak point, so you don't want to have a lot of sharp edges on a pen like this. You want to have it sweeping, and then when we buff this baby up, it is going to gleam like Hollywood. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, there's that there. Let's wiggle our way down in here. I'm not sure how much of that heat today that we can withstand and keep out of the shop. 102 degrees, boy, that penetrates pretty good. Luckily, we don't have any humidity here. I mean, we have humidity. It's just lower humidity. And that helps out a bit. But I did buy an air conditioner for the shop window, but I've just had no minutes to put in. And I think I'm not going to have any minutes to put it in before the retreat. So that is sad for us. But before that July 4th weekend, that sucker will be installed. Wow, this is looking nice. Got a nice sweeping curve here and a nice sweeping curve here. And that's going to look good. That's going to shine up like gangbusters. Look like Hollywood. Zsa Zsa Gabor and Eva Gabor. We'll take just a little bit of girth out of this curve here. Sweep us down into the center. On a pen like this, I don't like to have too many straight edges. I want to keep it curving, whether it's one direction or the other. Keep it curving. Makes it sexy. All right, that one is done. Okay. Shay, this one's for you. It's a Shay squeeze. All right. I think I just bumped the camera. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, we're still on the camera here. Let me get us, I wish I could put it right in front of my face. That way you could see exactly what I'm seeing, but then I couldn't see the lathe. I couldn't see the pen on the lathe. All right, let's turn this blower off. Let's back out this banjo. They call this piece down here the banjo. I'm not sure why, but that's what it's called. Okay, let's bring in the diaper. Bring out some paper. Here we go. Oh yeah, this baby's gonna pop. It's gonna look like Hollywood. I do love the glitter in these things, but even the big glitter, even though it creates weak points, you just got to work around the weak points. But what I love about it is, man, does it look like it's lit up when we're done. So glittery. There's a word, right? So glittery, for all that glitter. And we're going to use 2 of this lower grade paper on it because we want to give it super sanding at this level. Feels good already. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Welcome back again. Special guest star Kevin on the recording today. All right, that's feeling good on that end. Let's get down here and do this end. All right, one more at the same paper. We'll spend an extra 3 cents here and just get the finish super dialed in at this lowest level. All right, let's step up one here. Now this is a, I think it's about a 7/8 inch blank or a 3/4 inch blank. I'm not sure which it is, but that gives you a little smaller plate on the end, where the 1 inch, you watch me do with this 1 inch blank, it's going to have a huge plate on the end. But the plate can only be as big as the blank. And I know you can hear that because I checked the sound 3 times now. Too funny. Everybody laugh. Berta, Tammy, laugh. Come on. I'm very insecure about my sound abilities. All right, that's feeling very nice. Very nice. And again, you know, this pen, even though it's super, super smooth, it does have a little texture to it because of the glitter. You can never get rid of all the feeling of this much glitter, but it's not rough. It's just got a funny texture to it. Different than a pure resin pen, which is silky, silky smooth. Even I can feel it when I'm sanding. All right, it's feeling good. Let's do a check here on the QC. Yep, that'll finish up beautifully. You can sometimes feel it on the plates here. There might be a little piece of glitter sticking up on the end, but that looks fabulous. Okay, we'll put a little more juice on my rag here. It says my new rags are going to arrive by 10 p.m., but hopefully they're here in the afternoon and I can use them today, especially on the live tonight. We go live at 6 p.m. tonight, Sunday. Should be no delays, hopefully. Shay will be on about 4, and we'll come on sometime after she gets off. She's usually off definitely by 6, so that's why I did it out there. Her lives sometimes can go hour and a half. Depends on how silly they get and how much fun they're having and all the stuff they got to talk about, so it's always a treat. And then we'll scrunch in right after Kara tomorrow on the principal painter. All right, it's feeling good. Let's check it out. Oh, absolutely. Let me get all the white junk off. You can still feel little tiny bits of glitter every once in a while, but not much you can do about them except, well, hang on a second. I'm going to look at that one out there. That's a little bit. It's filled with the juice, but I'm going to fill that with super glue and come back. I got a little tiny piece there. I'm going to get out my surgeon's tools here. I'm going to take that little piece of, there we go. Take that little piece of glitter right out of there. I'm actually going to dig it out, get my hemostats out. Pull that baby up out of there. It's tough plastic, I'll tell you. Yeah, a little piece of plastic. There we go. Oh, nope, not got it yet. I think I got that one. Yep. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little drop of CA glue on there and fill that up. Because that definitely is a hole that's annoying. Not a hole, it's a little divot, if you will. You strap that on there. Let me get a little bit of this thin CA glue. And I got the activator right next to it, so we're going to pour a little out there. Saw that one over there too. Do a little bit more. And a little bit more. Okay. Filled the hole in. Thin takes a few layers to fill that in. And of course on the back we got this big bubble of junk on the back, so what we do is we just kick that off. That's doing nothing there. We'll just sand that off later. Cut it off now. And that'll sound down beautifully. Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll let that set for a little bit. Let's get on to the next one. This is going to be a cool one here. Very cool blank. We had one like this before. It's got gold, a little bit of lavender floating through there as well. So that should be pretty neat. Let's see. What do we do with this one? This one here is, see if we can find the description. That's not Cream with a Star. It's not The Retreat, not Desert Sunset. Pretty Neon Swirls. Nope, that's Neon Swirls there. Amber Gold Black. That's what this is. Long vase. Oh, she wants the long vase on this one. Okay, baseball bat. Again, this blank is only so large. I mean, we're starting out at, oops. Just dropped my super glue down there. Okay, we got that picked up. Let's see, this one here. We'll do a little measurement to figure out where we're starting here. So we're starting at 0.75, 3/4 of an inch, going down to 0.56, which is right about there. That won't give much of a plate on this one, not like the other one. That's a 0.78 plate there. So we will do our best to give us the biggest plate we can on this one. Okay, blower on. Should also get my crystals today. I got my Dungeons and Dragons dice mold yesterday. And I was watching a lady do some, and she put these crystals in them. They're like acrylic crystals. So I bought 1,000 acrylic crystals, and so you put the crystal down in there, and then you pour the resin around it. I'm like, oh, that'll be cool. All right, let's see how we're doing for a measurement. We are right at 0.58, a little bit more to go. All right, that's going to be a decent plate on here, Tracy. All right, now it's nice and smooth now. Let's clean up the end here. All right, now we're going to reduce the thickness of this one. All right, that looks like about the other one. Very nice. And we'll give some finger room in there too. Part of that action down there is that curve we put in there to let the fingers get in there. Right now, we just drive down to the depth. We're at 0.6. This is so much fun. This is almost as much fun as going to Buc-ee's. Different experience nonetheless. 0.58. I'm going to sneak down on that last little bit there by just shaving off little molecules there. That should be good. Let's get us a plate now. Yeah, we've called this a plate because one time I was doing a Tracy pen and I didn't realize this pen was so important, and something happened and grabbed on the end and it had a very small plate. Still functional, but she was heartbroken. So I said, send it back, we'll replace it, give it something good. And then she got what she wanted. We sold the other pen because perfectly good pen, just not enough large plate for Tracy. So I say it 10 times out loud, large plate, large plate, large plate. So I can remember to give Tracy what she wants. Okay, now we're gonna whittle this down a little bit like the other end. Keep it nice and fat. it's looking good. Looking good. Same thing down here. Nibble that away nice and smooth. Okay, now let's work on those curves out of here. So we got it thin enough in there, but now we got to get a place for the fingers to go. Because if you had a large plate and there were no place for the fingers to sit, it would be like you didn't have a large plate. And this one's going to be a long vase, so we got plenty of room to play in here with this curve. And you know, it's so slight, but it makes all the difference in the world. And now that I know she needs to press against that plate, I'll even leave a little extra room in here for her fingers up top. Again, we're always measuring down here for the smallest width, but we got to give room up in here. So, like I said yesterday, you can't have an acute angle coming into that width. It's got to be good, just like that. Yeah, that's nice. I like that curve there. Okay, this is going to be the long vase. So let's go find the center. There's the center. And then we're going to come out 1.25 inches, because this, she actually asked us to keep it longer just so we could do this. I'm going to measure that as 1 5/8 from the end. Oh, that's something wrong with that measurement. So there's 1 inch and not quite a quarter, 1 inch and not quite a quarter. Why is that smaller? That's 1 7/16. And this was 1 inch. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's come out 1 5/8. So is that, oh, this is, dang it, got the wrong middle on there. Okay, because this is 5.5 inch, which takes us out to 2 3/4. That would be our center there. And then when you measure off of there, we got 1 1/8 inch, and we're going to come right to there. That'll be perfectly aligned. Okay, that's going to be the long vase. Okay, here we go. I'm going to come right in here. This is almost an I Dream a Genie, just a little different. There's that one. And there's that one. Then, of course, we need the top of the vase. I didn't need that cut, but it'll disappear here in a minute. That'll be the top of the vase. Okay, now, actually I use that same tool. We shape the bottom grip. And we shape the other end of the grip. We'll take the thickness of these down here in just a bit. Okay, now we got to start shaping. And this blank is so cool. This is going to look like a marble vase. Let's come off the bottom here and do the bottom of our vase. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that little break right there. That's pretty nifty. I like that. Ooh, I never did that before. That's pretty cool. Tracy, you got the first vase I did like that. That's cool. That, I like that design. Ooh, we're getting fancy here. Leopard Leather Works. Woohoo! Every once in a while, we do something right. I think it needs to be a little thinner right in there. A little bit of a curve off of that flute. I'm going to be doing more of that. That looks too cool. Actually reminds me of a vase I've seen somewhere before. I don't know where. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's finish up these guys here. That is freaking awesome. Look at that vase. Woo, wait till Carrie sees that. All right, we're done with this one. Blow her off. I'm going to do more of those. That looks freaking awesome. I'm going to go look up vases. This almost looks very earthen looking, like one of those earth vases or clay vases. I guess that's what a lot of vases are made out of way back in the day. Clay, right? And the color of this blank and the mixture, whoo, this is going to be hot. Wonder if I'd be daring enough to try that particular vase on one of those Rapture resin blanks with all the glitter with the solid color at the top. Now when sanding this, one of the things I want to do is I want to come up to that break, but I don't want to go over it. But I want to come up to it under here without going back up over that edge. At least on this particular sandpaper. The other sandpapers, they won't be aggressive enough to shape that at all. But this one is. This will do a little bit of shaping. All right, that feels really good. That's cool. That's cool. I love that. It looks like an Egyptian vase sitting there. And this might be just the right blank to do that on because of the colors. The gold and that lavender. I think I saw lavender. I could be wrong. Might be something else in there. And see, this sandpaper here is aggressive enough to take a little bit of this plate off, so I'm going to stay off of that plate. Same thing down here. All right, I can't wait to stop this. It's going to be bonkers. All right, now the smoothest sandpaper out here, in my shop anyway. This whole thing's got sort of an Egyptian fluted vase kind of feel, the color. No idea what it's going to look like when I stop. It's still going to be bonkers, but it's just going to look a little different. All right, let's polish this baby up and do the reveal. Whew, baby getting shiny. Come on, Amazon, I need my new rags. Okay, here we go. Time to reveal. Oh my goodness, look at that. Baby, baby, I love it. There is some kind of little, it's either gray or lavender. I'm not sure what that is. Might be gray. There's black, gray, gold, and clear. And I guess that glittery is coming from the gold. The gold mica. That's pretty awesome. I like it. That one came out cool. Okay, let me take the bushings out. And then we'll chamfer up the holes. All right, now on to the next one, and we'll do this one right here. This is a very cool blank. We've done a couple other like this, almost the exact same blank. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see, this is cream with star moon glitter, mustache like Carrie's. I wonder if that's an offset mustache to go with the flow of the stuff on the inside. Pause that for a second. Cream with star moon mustache. Was yours an offset mustache?
No, it was full mustache.
Just straight in the middle? Okay.
It's the pin that's on the, if you look on the dining table, the pin that's on the dining table. That's,
Oh, yeah, that you did the unboxing with. Okay, cool. Beautiful, got it. Yeah, this is just straight up mustache. Confirms the boss. All right, let's take this diaper off. Need a little cleanup. Here we go. Shea squeeze. All right, all blown down. All the stuff is gone. Here we go. Blower on. Again, large plates, large plates. Large plates. This is a Bill Durblank. Does a great job with these little clear, glitter, swirly resin kind of thing. Always looks way cool. All right, let's see what we're getting to for a measurement here. Probably still a little bit fat. Yep, 0.61. All right, let's check that out. That should be about a 0.59. Didn't take much off. Felt like a lot was coming off. I'm probably just very chicken. Don't want to take too much off. Just a little off the top, sir. 0.57. We'll leave that right there. Sanding will take us down where we need to be. Now we will trim that just so it's perfectly round. I feel it, feels good. Down the back side here. All right, now we will clean up the end. Yeah, I think I cut that end off good. That's looking really good down there. All right, now we will round that over just a hair. Clean up the back side a little bit. All right, that's pretty good on that end. Down this end here. we should be down there. Let's check it out. 0.6, getting there. Now this is a pretty large blank. I think Bill uses a 7/8 inch mold. That's going to give us a really nice, good size plate on the end. Looking good. Smooth this one a little bit here. Very nice. Now let me measure. We're good on that end. This end here says on the money. It's actually a hair fat, but the sanding will take that away. Now let's get the rest of this smoothed out. We gotta make our curves in there. All right, that's all smoothed up. Let's get our curves dialed in right here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, now this is straight up, just like Carrie's mustache. I don't know why I'm doing so many mustaches this time. This is the third one on this route. I guess we'll mix it up in the next bunch of blanks. There we go. Super nice curve in there. Again, keeping the curves flowing. this will be a little bit thicker in here than Carrie's pen because this is a .56 and Carrie's is a .50. All right, we're looking pretty good. Again, this pen is always curving somewhere. Trim it down in here. Butamus. Let's go ahead and turn the blower off. Measurements are good. Curves are looking great. Get the diaper out here. Yeah, I spent about an hour this morning doing a little maintenance, getting ready, clean up, rounding up the blanks, drilling holes, cutting them off, just prepping. Just normal prep stuff, so this video doesn't have any of the prep stuff in it, like we would do on a live. All right, that is feeling delicious. Wonderful. All right, next step up. All right, this one's starting to shine up already with the getting a finer and finer surface. You can start seeing into it, seeing the glitter ricocheting around us. Feeling good. Now for the polish. Ooh, I can see in the side now. Love that final polish. Just like Carrie's, just a little thicker. Whoo, that's pretty. I love those swirls in there. That's pretty cool too. Look at that. Matches good. Yeah. All right, I like it. All right, let me take the bushings out. I'll chamfer the ends and we'll be on to number 5. One of these cool neon blanks. Oh, ooh, that was a little tight. Looks beautiful. Okay, on to number 5. This one here is Neon Swirls. Artist choice. Make base all, yeah, big plates. 5 1/4, 0.56, baseball bat, and then we'll see what we're going to do in the middle. All right, here we go. Blower on. And then we'll bring back that that green one. That's a little. That's about right height. This is the one that we're redoing for Tammy or Tracy because I didn't leave big plates on it. But this one's going to be as big as they possibly could be. .57. We'll leave that right there. Let's form us up a plate on this end. That's just a hair fat, but we're going to take care of that with sanding. It'll be right down to where it needs to be. All right, that looks good there. I'll round this off a little bit on the back side. That looks great. Make it a little sharper right here. Give her place for her fingers to go. Very nice. This end here. I mentioned ago that I think about your fingers on these pens. And I think about how you hold them. Everybody holds them a little differently. I try to think about the way most people hold them. But you know, if you've got one and you hold a little bit differently, then let me know and we'll refashion that. I think somebody's pen, we're actually going to back it off the end a little bit. Give them more distance to the end of the pen. All right, let's measure this, see how we're doing. Turn it off. 0.57. Wow, how did I guess that right on the money? Nice. All right, let's make us a little plate down here. Perfectly round. That's all we want to take off. Leave as much as we can, which is what we did for all of Tracy's pens. Beautiful. Very nice plate. All right. Now, let's get our finger areas here. Coming into that landing spot. Now, I think all resin, no glitter in the way. This might be an awesome candidate for vases. We haven't done one of those yet. Turn this on, find the middle. 5 1/4 inch. There's our center right there. We've already got these dialed up. Marks. And we'll bring that emerald green one back and sand that up after filling that little hole from that errant piece of glitter. the measurements are good. Time to finish it up. Blower off. My back towel for my diapers coming unraveled. Oops, blew that one. Let me make sure that's aimed correctly. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Get a little sandpaper here. All right, that feels good. On to the next one. All right, that feels good. Time to polish it up. All right, put a whole lot on there. Don't need that much. The polish does the work. All I gotta do is get it on there, hold it against it, and take it off. Wonder if I could just use toothpaste on here. Toothpaste has sort of an abrasive nature to it. Good for polishing a number of things. Smell better, that's for sure. This doesn't smell at all. There's absolutely zero odor coming from it, but why not some mintiness? It's funny. All right. See how she looks. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at the swirly in that blank. Almost solid on that side. A lot of great colors and swirls. Whip it around there. You got lots of clear ribbons of color. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, now we have got those 5 done. Let me bring over the green one. Let me take out the bushings. Got to stay with the process. Take out the bushings, chamfer the holes, and then we'll jump back to the green one. All right, here we go. Mr. Green Jeans. And this really just needs a good sanding job, that's all. And this is where it was right over here. We chipped that other junk off of there, so here we go. We're going to grab the roughest sandpaper here. Start working it down. Get another piece. That one's a little worn out and filled up with super glue. Feels very nice. Stepping up. All right, next step up. And then the polish. Yep, that was a good move. Fill that hole in, can't feel a thing. Feels nice and smooth. Alrighty, time for the polish. It's like a stick full of glitter, or a a stick full of Hollywood. All right, there we go. Woohoo! Oh, it's so smooth now. Very nice. That is a glittery one. All right, let's go ahead and chamfer the edges. Edges around the holes. And then I'll meet you at the buffer. All right, here's the 5. Let's come over here to here and change it to the buffer. Ooh, that's the mixing bench. Never changed it back from last night. There we go. Boom, there it is. Okay, we'll come over here, lay our pens down, turn it on, load it up. Doesn't take much, just got to get some stuff in the mixture. All right, here we go. The reason I'm over here on the edge is to buff up the chamfer that's around the hole. Wonderful. Looks really good. Okay, over here to the fine polish. Makes it clear like glass. Beautiful. Love that. Here goes the green one. This is going to get even brighter. Not on this one. This one here, the brown one, that'll dull it up a little bit. Because my purpose here is to get it everything burnished. In other words, really nice and smooth. And then we put it over here to the diamond paste, and it gets super bright. Yeah, baby, that makes it nice and shiny on there. We go around a couple of times, make sure we get every square millimeter. Beautiful. Nice, nice. Okay, now we got the dragon. Dragon with the very first plate at the end. Baseball bat ends dragon. Now that actually looks pretty cool. It almost looks like that colored end was made for that. Very nice. There's the dragons. And here comes the vase, the Egyptian vase. This is one cool blank. Very unique. Love the colors in it. There it is. All polished up, buffed up. Very pretty. And last but not least, neon swirls. There it is. All five. Now let me turn that off. There they are. Got some good plates on all of these, Tracy. Nice and fat. Very good. Those were fun. All right, we will be back in a little bit and take a tiny break. And we'll see you soon.